So I've settled in. I went hornet hunting, bee stalking the other day in Ikeda Mountains. Today I'm going to our Hoikuen, continuing one of our Foundups, which is a permaculture garden there. And today what I'm going to do is actually plant tons of sunflower seeds that I collected from my farm. And seeds are kind of expensive here in Japan, so this work, this labor is paid for by our foundups.com stakeholders. I want to empower people to do what I do, to get out there, start working, start helping full time, in the sense that you have stakeholders around the world supporting your work. They're too busy working everything else. They put $1, $10, $20, you can afford $100 per month. What is that really, realistically? What's $100 per month? Basically, that's like 4 or 5 beers a month that you're saying, hey, good luck, good job, Trout, good work, continue the good work. Ultimately, we have to empower people to be the change. And by empowering people to basically be 9-to-5ers working for someone else, it means we don't have time to start taking care of our planet, educating folks. So we need to empower a whole new group of folks, and that's what Foundups is all about. So to learn more about Foundups, a new business model, check out foundups.com. But let's go on my adventure here and show you what I'm working on. So these are sunflower seeds. They're actually still on the sunflower. These are good. I checked them, and if I open these up, you'll see that there are nice fat seeds in there. You know, sunflowers is a very, very, very important for pollinators, because without pollinators, they basically will have hollow seeds. Now, if I'm trying to open this up here with one hand, you'll see that there's actually a seed in here. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it in there. There's a seed right there. There's a sunflower seed. This, of all my sunflowers, only a few of them actually had seeds. Now this will grow into a sunflower. This is a good seed right there. It's also edible. So I'm on my little scooter here. You know, I picked up this scooter for free when I bought my truck, and it's been the best little thing. It sounds like a Harley, but it is cool. So let's ride to the school and I'll show you how close it is. I love living in rural Japan. As you can see, there's no cars, surrounded by rice paddies, and just me on my little scooter. Here's my son's elementary school. Tommy's in there somewhere. Right there is Tommy's school. And here's the Hoikuen right here. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant sunflowers all the way down this strip here. And there's my little permaculture down at the end. So here I am, this little permaculture oasis here. And I'm trying to introduce folks. This is all clover here, red clover. This can come out. This is actually a weed. This will come out. That's this is actually a really good medicinal herb. It's I forget what it's called. It's kind of stinky, but if you, I think it's a wormwood. Wormwood's great. It's a coagulator. If you have any sores, you can like rub it onto your bruises or anything. It's an external herb. They do eat it actually in Japan, but it's recommended not to eat. This is hyssop. Excuse my French. And this is fennel. And again, here's a biwa tree I planted, looking really nice here. And some more osmos and other things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm basically tearing up the ground here and putting in, using this old knife, basically break up the ground, and then taking some sunflower seeds just here and just squeeze little sunflower seeds on it. And then all I do is I just bury it all, put it in there, and then move this ground cover on top, which I'm just grabbing wherever and throwing on top. And what this is going to do is help keep the birds from eating the seeds, and the seeds are in there. So I'm going to do this all the way down here, so they're going to have sunflowers all the way down. So you can see what I've done is I've pulled all the weed out and I've put the weeds. I'm going to use the weeds. Weeds are good ground cover. It's going to keep moisture. You can see the sand here, because of the weed cover, is nice and moist. It's not dry. That's good. It's really good. Then all you do is you grab a sunflower, you just sprinkle it all on here. I got so many sunflowers. Be generous. And we're gonna have this just full of sunflowers growing up in here. All right, and then pat it down. Pressing the sunflowers into the ground. You can grab soil from the side, like here I am with my thumb, and just burying it from the side. All right. Push some of those in here. You can also use your fingers just to stick them in. Yeah, that's another thing you can do. And then you've got your weeds that you just pulled up. Is now beautiful ground cover. It's going to keep the birds from not getting them. And then get more weeds. As you weed, just weed and throwing up. The other good thing here is you're creating worm food. Worms will come up and actually eat this stuff. Right? Some of these big, they were planting some beans here, which is good, which I mean now there's nitrogen here, on it. So here's some more, just grabbing and covering. Right? Use the weeds. Everyone throws away the weeds. This is biomatter that's grown in your garden, and you basically want to put the stuff back in there. All right, continue on. So you can see that I've cleared and I've actually trimmed the clover back, because I'm going to plant sunflowers all the way around this clover. And what I've done with the clippings is I'm putting them on top of the ground cover that I put down. And what I'm doing here is seeding red clover around the bed. So we'll have more red clover kind of growing up like that over there, all along here, creating a really nice effect down the fence here. I've done it. I finished basically putting sunflower seeds all the way down here in between the flowers and everything else. And where they planted flowers, the soil's pretty loose, so all I did was just basically sprinkle the sunflower seeds and then just physically just push them in with my fingers right around the plant. And as you can see here, I'm putting down red clover, spreading it, so the whole place is going to look a lot greener, a lot prettier than what it used to.